Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how Sitamaa was abducted by Ravana and how Jataayu tried to put some sense into Ravana. That did not happen. Now Jataayu gets ready for a fight. Ravana becomes very angry at Jataayu's words and he goes on for a fight with Jataayu, and they both were fighting as if two clouds were hitting each other, or two big mountains were hitting each other. And Ravana immediately takes Nasika Banaha and Vikarni Bana. Vikarni Banas are the arrows which are twisted. So when the arrow gets fixed, somebody even can't pull it out. So he is using Nalika Bana, Naracha Bana, Vikarni Banas, and he puts them onto Jataayu. Jataayu fights very, very carefully. He escapes these banas. Now Jataayu pushes Ravana back. He escapes all the astras and the banas that Ravana is using. And now when Ravana is a little distracted, Jataayu quickly goes and hits him with his feet, with his beak and all. And Ravana is now thoroughly wounded by Jataayu's fight. And then Ravana then sends off 10 huge arrows on him, and they hit Jataayu in such a way that his body itself was falling apart. But then Jataayu looks at Sitamaa, who is crying there, and he again goes on to fight. Jataayu now breaks Ravana's bow, he breaks Ravana's arrows. All of this he does with his legs. Ravana now takes another bow and he again puts a lot of arrows onto Jataayu. Jataayu skillfully escapes. Again he comes near Ravana and again he breaks the dhanus, or the bow that Ravana is carrying. Now Jataayu doesn't stop there. He quickly goes and he breaks Ravana's armor as well. And then he breaks Ravana's chariot itself. He kills the donkeys that were tied to the chariot, and then he also goes and breaks the chariot as such. Jataayu also kills the charioteer, the person who was driving the chariot of Ravana. At this point of time, Ravana falls on the earth along with Sitamaa. He doesn't let go of Sitamaa even now. The moment Ravana is on the ground, all the pranis around Jataayu, all the living beings around Jataayu, they come and appreciate Jataayu, saying that you have done a great thing. And Jataayu, even now, he again says, "Oh Ravana, leave Sitamaa. Don't kill the entire Rakshasa clan. I am telling all this for your benefit. You will be dead along, not just alone. You will be dead along with your brothers, your sisters, the husbands of your sisters. You will be killed. The entire clan, your children, everyone would be killed. Please don't do this. Your ministers, your senapatis, all of them would just die just because of one bad step of yours." Look at Jataayu here. Jataayu is still trying to instill some sense. He's old, so he's still in the old ways. He's saying, no, don't do this. This is going to bring a lot of trouble to you in the long run. In spite of all this advice, Ravana doesn't listen. Now Jataayu quickly goes into the air, and now he comes and sits on the back of Ravana. He now uses his beak to hurt Ravana's back. Using his claws and all, he ensures that blood is oozing out of Ravana, and he hits him on the head. He plucks the hair. Ravana now becomes extremely angry. Now he expanded his body. The way we carry a kid, he carries Sita, and then with his hand he hits Jataayu, and Jataayu now gets angry, and with his beak he hurts all the 10 left hands. Because Ravana has 10 heads, he has 10 left hands. He hurts all the 10 hands of Ravana. All those hands actually fall down, and then Ravana, using his powers, he gets back all the 10 hands. Now Ravana leaves Sita and he again starts fighting full-fledged with Jataayu. They again fight for a lot of time, and then Ravana realizes that he has to somehow stop Jataayu, so he takes out a sword and he cuts off Jataayu's wings, his legs, and that makes Jataayu fall on the ground, and he is only left with a with his last breaths, Jatayu is on the ground. He is crying. Sitama rushes to Jatayu. She feels sad. She catches hold of Jatayu. She starts crying because she saw how Jatayu did everything he could do for her. Sitama is crying. She was crying like anything. Tears were oozing out of his eyes. And then Jatayu is feeling very bad. Sitama is crying, "Oh Rama, oh Lakshmana, please come, please save us. Jatayu has fought for us." She was crying her heart out over there. Ravana, who is also quite shocked, he quickly runs towards Sita. He again catches hold of her hair. Now Sita runs and she hugs a tree so that Ravana cannot take her out easily because she's hugging a tree. Ravana then goes to her. He takes her hair into his hand and she pulls her with her hair. Now imagine the pain that Sitama would have actually undergone when all this was happening. All of a sudden, the darkness comes over. Even Surya, the sun god, was not able to see it properly. But while all this was happening, one person who was observing all this, he said, "Okay, now it is all done." That was Brahmadeva, because he knew the moment Ravana pulled Sita with her hair, his death is written, and it's only a matter of time before his death actually comes and greets him. Now Ravana immediately tries to pull her. The Maharshis of Dandakaranya, who were able to see this using their Divya Drishti, they also quickly realize that Ravana's end is nearing him. And then Ravana takes Sita with him. He pulls her away from there and he takes her along with him to Lanka. He takes the aerial route. At this particular point of time, even Surya and the sun god and everyone were in the state of shock, and Sitama was crying relentlessly. Chandra becomes Kalavihina. Sitama is still crying, and the amount of force that he was applying on her was such that the flowers in her hair, they were all coming down, and he was abducting. The whole world was looking at this in shock, and all the trees and all, they were silently telling Sitama, don't worry, this man's and this Ravana's end is near. Sri Rama is going to come for you. Don't worry. And all the animals in the forest, they start crying. All the living beings in the world, they came together and they were talking, saying that this Ravana's time is over. That's why he's doing this sort of bad things. But Ravana, he was not at all bothered or perturbed by any of this, and Sita was still crying, and Ravana was taking her for his own peril. Now, Sita now gains a little composure, and now she starts insulting Ravana in the mid-air itself. She was saying, "You are a person who does not have any shame left. You took me at a time when my husband was not there. In fact, you tricked my husband to go far away from me, and then you did all this. Oh Ravana, you are going to pay for this. You keep saying that you are a great man, you can fight a lot of people and all. Where were those skills? Why were you not able to fight my husband? And your character, it is bringing bad name to your entire clan. The entire Rakshasas are going to pay for this." And then she is saying, oh Ravana, leave me, go to Sri Ramachandra and beg for repentance, else my husband and my husband's younger brother, they both are going to come after you, and they both will make a very nice plan, and they are going to come and kill you. I'll not even be alive. So this entire effort of yours is actually going into the drain. Like this, she tries to instill a lot of thought into Ravana, but Ravana does not listen to any of this. Sitama was crying very badly. Ravana was not in a position to even listen to what Sitama was saying. Now, while they were going, Sitama sees a lot of mountains were coming, and on a mountain, 5 big Vanaras, they were sitting there. So Sitama quickly realizes that these Vanaras can go and help Sri Rama when he tries to search for me. Thinking so, she quickly tears a part of her cloth. Some people say she has torn her cloth, and in some places it is written that she was wearing a Uttariya as well, which means it was a small towel-like thing, but it was made of silk. She removes all her ornaments, she puts them in that cloth, and she throws them into the midst of those Vanaras. Those Vanaras, they saw them, and because Ravana was in a hurry to reach Lanka as quickly as possible, he did not really see this. Those Vanaras saw her. Ravana then quickly took her even faster. He has reached the ocean. Even the ocean was shocked at what Ravana has did, and the waves were not coming in a proper way. Ravana quickly went to Lanka Nagara. He took her to a place called Ashokavana in his Antahpura, and he told the people over there, without my orders, no one is supposed to come and see this lady. Whatever she asks, if she asks for pearls, give her pearls. If she asks for diamonds, give her diamonds. If she asks for gold, give her gold. If she asks for good clothes, give her clothes. Whatever she asks for, give her. And if anyone is going to talk bad things to her, if anyone is going to talk in a harsh tone to her, they are going to die in my hands. And again, he justifies his actions to everyone. He goes back to 8 Rakshasas who, I mean, he used all these orders. He puts Sita over there, and he thinks that there is nothing else that he needs to do. So he comes out, he talks to 8 Rakshasas, and he tells them, go immediately, go to Janasthana, go there and stay there. Now, I have to go and kill this man. Till then, I am not going to be happy. Now, you go there and you are supposed to be my spies. Whatever he is doing there, immediately I need to know. And always, always, all of you, all 8 of you, try and kill Sri Rama. Always be in that act. That's the reason why I am sending you there. All the 8 of them, they pay their obeisance to Ravana, and they quickly go to Janasthana, which is the Dandakaranya. And Ravana now, he is very happy because it's a matter of time before Sitamaa is going to accept his proposal. That's what he is thinking, and so he is happy. He is happily sleeping, and he is completely relieved because he is now thinking that he has got nothing else that would threaten him now. So he is in his palace enjoying the comforts. What would he do next? How would he want to handle the situation that's developing? That we would be seeing in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. सर्वं स्तुतिः स्मरः स्वं चरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु. स्वस्ति. जय श्रीराम.